Whether you prefer the comfort of smaller watches or need that perfect fit for a slimmer wrist, this video is definitely for you. I've noticed a lot of comments lately asking about options for smaller wrists, so I hope you enjoy my picks because today we're going to be looking at 8 watches that are absolutely awesome and really great value for your money. And if you're a fellow watch enthusiast, hit that subscribe button, it means a lot. There's no doubt San Martin is one of the quality leaders on Ali, and the SN0105 is a great opportunity to pick up one of their watches for under $100 without compromising on the quality that we love from the brand. I love the vintage-inspired design and tool watch style. It's available in either black or white. Each color gives the watch its own character. Both feature faux patina and a perfectly executed pilot Flieger dial layout. I'm a huge fan of Seiko Mecha Quartz movements, and powering this great everyday watch is the VH31, so accuracy is going to be spot on. The dimensions come in at 36 millimeters in diameter and 10.5 millimeters in thickness, with the lug-to-lug of 46. It comes equipped with the super comfortable NATO strap and has tons of bright lume. The side profile view really shows off the cool domed crystal and the contrasting between the polished and brush finishing. San Martin's attention to detail is always impressive, and for $94, this is a great option. For anyone wanting to experience the latest and greatest from San Martin, the SN0144 is probably the nicest watch on AliExpress. The details and specs on this watch is as good as it gets. The dial is not only made of enamel, which is usually found on high-end watches, but the gradient effect and almost wave-like texture looks incredible. There are 3 color options: blue, red, and orange, each with very limited text and just the San Martin applied logo. That was a great choice to allow the gorgeous dial to shine in its glory. The close-up shots are crazy. They really nailed it with the design and execution. Powering the engine is the Militado ML09 automatic movement, and protecting the watch is an anti-reflective coated sapphire crystal and 100 meters of water resistance, or WR. The case is 36 by 10 by 43.5 millimeters. I will note, even though I have what could be considered a slightly larger wrist size at 7 inches, I really enjoy wearing 36mm watches. Yes, they wear a tiny bit on the small side, but the result is a classy look that's really comfortable for all-day wear. The price of this watch is $317, which could give some of you some serious sticker shock, but the quality is as good as any Swiss watch from Tissot or Hamilton. Moving on from San Martin, let's take a look at a couple watches from one of my favorite, much more affordable brands on AliExpress, Addiesdive, with the AD2066. A well-rounded, versatile watch with really solid details and build quality. There's a white, gray, and mint green dial color available that all look great, though the green is an absolute home run. Although the design leans a bit on the dressier aesthetic, it definitely has a sporty design that makes it a great everyday watch. This one also takes advantage of an accurate and convenient Seiko Mecha Quartz movement, which has that sweeping hand motion of an automatic, but with much better timekeeping. I really like the simplicity of the dial. There's minimal text, and the use of the Addiesdive cursive text looks great. The applied hour markers has polished framing that matches perfectly with the polished hands, and there's a bit of a grainy texture on the dial that really helps elevate the look. Although Addiesdive watches are super cheap, they do an amazing job with their polishing and brushing, and the 36mm case is executed nicely. The thickness is only 11 millimeters, and the lug-to-lug is 46. The price is a real steal at $49. Another Addiesdive watch that looks amazing, built really well, and has that perfect smaller size, it's the AD2079. A classic field watch design with a ton of charm, especially the blue dial, though it also comes in black. The most striking detail is the interesting case design that has been given a sandblasted treatment. It gives off a ton of character and looks great with the slightly oversized crown. Whatever color you prefer, they all look great against the crisp white numerals and minute markers, which are generously filled with lume. It comes on a NATO strap, but it definitely is a total strap monster and would look great on a variety of other options. It comes in a 36 by 12mm case with the lug-to-lug of 46. Its price same as the other Addiesdive we just took a look at, just $49. Watchdives has always been known for making really great watches. In the last year or so, they've really stepped up their designs, especially with the WD0003. The Aventurine dial looks amazing, has so much detail, and should not be priced this low. Everything flows so perfectly, and the attention to details is spot on. There's a blue option and black, so you have choices, but picking one might be tough since they both look fantastic. A quick run through on the specs. There's the Mecha Quartz VH31 movement, anti-reflective coated sapphire crystal, tons of BGW9 lume, screw-down crown, 100 meters of WR, and high-quality brushing and polishing. I think the slightly smaller size of 36 by 11 looks great for this style of watch. The lug-to-lug is 45.5 millimeters, which will help make sure it doesn't wear super small. The price is $141. I'm a big fan of the classic Explorer design and really like what Watchdives did with the WD1960. The mix of the 12, 3, 6, and 9 numerals with the hour markers and arrow hands is such a cool recipe. Although it's a bit of a minimalist layout, Watchdives packed a ton of details into the watch to help make it stand out and pop. There's a lot of depth to the dial because it's packed with a ton of lume to the point that the markers and numerals sit above. The same application has been given to the polished hands as well. Aside from the great looks, it's powered by the VH31 Mecha Quartz movement, has a domed crystal, 100 meters of WR, screw-down crown, and really great dimensions of 36 by 44 by 12. The lugs have been beveled, adding a nice bit of polishing to help break up the case, which is brushed very well. Although a small detail, the case back is sterile, which I always found to be the most comfortable sitting against the wrist. The watch is priced at $101. Another brand that is up there with Sam Martin as a high-quality leader on Ali is Kronos, and the L6036 is a great example of what they offer. Starting with the dial, the sunburst effect is done beautifully. It has just the right contrast with different lighting and angles, so the color of the dial goes from lighter to darker in such a cool way. Then there's the very well made and finished hour markers. It all really elevates the design. On top is a sapphire crystal that meets the polished fixed bezel. The case is brushed and polished that matches the Jubilee style bracelet, tying everything together nicely. There's 3 dial colors available that are all done just right. White, blue, and black with a gilt dial, which is just a fancy word to describe the use of gold. This watch is an absolute home run and looks like a luxury watch, but definitely at a fraction of the cost. The size is right in that sweet spot for a little bit smaller watch, 36 by 10.5 by 44. For $198, you definitely get a high quality watch that's packed well above that price. I've showcased a handful of Militado watches on this channel, and they never disappoint. And the ML09 has the perfect balance of sporty, vintage, and elegant. I think the blue hands definitely helps keep the overall design casual. Looking close up of the watch, the details really help demonstrate what I'm talking about. The hands are cut super clean and filled with lume evenly. Also, the grainy finish on the dial looks really great, especially with the black accents. The addition of the small second subdial adds a lot of character and also features a blue hand. The watch does come with either a Hardlex crystal or sapphire, but I would recommend the sapphire since it is only $10 more. I will note, Hardlex gets the job done, and a few of the watches we looked at do use that type of crystal, but the protection it offers from scratches is solid. The ML09 is priced at $85 on the sapphire. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at some slightly smaller watches. I always love hearing from you all about what type of watch videos I should do next, so definitely share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.